Hello everyone, welcome to an ordinary review with PJ. In today's episode, I'm going to review a mystery thriller. But before I get into the review, let's talk about the actor Russell Crowe, who stars in this movie. Now, we've all loved his work. Phenomenal performance in The Gladiator, A Beautiful Mind, and we used to just simply love him. But I would also say that of late, some of his film choices have left a lot to be desired. In fact, I started getting a feeling that is he moving towards B-grade movies? And we have seen that happen with top listed actors, whether it is Hollywood or even in Indian film industry, who at some point in time just get starved of good work and end up with B-grade movies. Russell Crowe, his last few movies which I had seen, were not very good. In fact, if you remember, he did a movie called Unhinged. It was a road rage movie and it was a complete disaster. So I wanted to see this movie and I actually got into it with a lot of trepidation whether this will be a good movie or not. But luckily, I think it's a good one. It's a decent watch and I would recommend it. Post my review, you should go and check this out. The movie I'm talking about is called Sleeping Dogs. It's available on Lionsgate's Play. You can subscribe to either Lionsgate's Play and access the movie, or you can even go through Amazon Prime, which allows you to subscribe to Lionsgate's content and you can watch it. So here's my review of the movie Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is a murder mystery thriller in which Russell Crowe plays this retired homicide detective by the name of Roy Freeman. He suffers from advanced stages of Alzheimer. In fact, it is so bad for him that he has to write everything to do his daily chores. So he is also signed up for a clinical treatment where they're trying to experiment on him to revitalize his neurons by doing some kind of a brain surgery on his head. And with that, they hope that he'll start remembering things. While he's going through that treatment, one fine day he gets a visit from a lawyer who is representing a death row convict who is about to be put to death. And the convict wants to meet him one last time. So very reluctantly, he goes to meet this convict and the convict pleads with him to reinvestigate the case because he says he's innocent of the murder of Dr. Wider, played by Martin Sokus. Roy Freeman obviously doesn't remember anything about the case. So he comes back and starts getting curious about it and he pulls out his old files and starts going through the case again. That's when he comes to know that he and his partner, Jimmy, played by Tommy Flanagan, were involved in putting this convict behind bars. So he starts trying to understand what really happened. Was this guy truly innocent? Goes to meet Jimmy, but Jimmy is not willing to disclose much about the case. In fact, Jimmy dissuades him to get back into this case again because he believes that the right guy was caught and he was put behind bars and he's going to go to his death sentence. But Russell Crowe, Roy Freeman, is not convinced. So as he tries to dig further, he realizes there's another character who was there that day when the doctor was killed. His name was Finn. And as he goes to meet Finn, he realizes that Finn has died. And on his funeral, his relatives gave him a folder which has a manuscript about his relationship with Dr. Wider and Laura Baines, played by Karen Gillan, whom he falls in love with and gets married. But then their marriage goes through complications because of her assistantship to Dr. Wider. What really happened? How these three people play their part? Was something more to this that led to Dr. Wider's death? Who was behind it? All these elements of mystery start slowly unraveling as Roy Freeman tries to investigate the case. So this is a slow, taut murder thriller where slowly the plot is unraveled. And as Roy Freeman goes through this, slowly the treatment that he's going through starts helping him as he starts remembering things. Now, what does he remember about Dr. Wider himself? Was there more to it than is known to everybody else? Dr. Wider was actually experimenting on his own treatment where he wanted to make people feel good, basically make people forget their bad memories. Was that treatment a part of the conspiracy that led to his death? All of these elements slowly start unravel as you go through this movie. So it's a taut suspense thriller and the end is mind-blowing. You will not see it coming. It will really take you by surprise. So I would recommend that if you like mystery thrillers and this is a slow burning one, you will definitely enjoy it. Russell Crowe has done a good performance. After a long time, I'm seeing him really perform well on the screen, so enjoyed it. Well supported by other characters like Tommy Flanagan, his partner Jimmy, Karen Gillan, and Martin Sokus, who plays Dr. Wider, who's actually murdered. Overall, a decent watch. I would recommend check it out. It's available on Lionsgate's Play. You can either subscribe it directly or, as I said, you can also go through Amazon Prime. A good one, you will like it. So that's it for this episode. I hope you liked it and I hope you like this movie. I look forward to bring more interesting reviews for all of you. So do subscribe to my channel and also make it popular with your friends and family. Till next time, do take very good care of yourselves and I'll come back with more reviews for you to enjoy. Thank you. Bye-bye.